Politics is a very complex system of interactions that involves the distribution of power and decision-making processes to ensure the stability of the nation and the well-being of the citizens in a society of equal opportunities, social justice, and the respect of dignity of every individual, regardless of their ethnic, religious, or political background. This has been President Paul Biya's vision of politics since he introduced multipartyism in the country in 1990, allowing for free, fair, and transparent political consultations and the distribution of power amongst his political opponents for a government of national unity, or a coalition government, if you will, in the executive, in parliament, or in other state institutions. Political alliances or coalition are common practices in politics around the globe for the purpose of governance of a common heritage and conditioned by the principle of give and take, reciprocity of interest, because in politics there is no free lunch. Change is constant, but interest is permanent. At the look of things, Cameroon's present political context is simply responding to the natural law that applies generally on the eve of a major political consultation like the presidential election. Political cross-carpeting, breakup or creation of new alliances, strategizing and tussling for position, nothing is new at all. These are all political gimmicks to animate the political scene. In fact, now is the most propitious moment for legalized political parties and their leaders aspiring to govern the country to display in the most responsible manner their political savvy, a high sense of sound judgment and maturity ahead of the election. It is definitely not the time and should never be the time, as we see on social media and radio TV debates where presidential aspirants seek cheap popularity by disparaging the country's electoral system or show disrespect for state institutions and political opponents, propagate hate speech and conspiracy to incite violence with the only objective to destabilize the country and to put to question the democratic process of the country. However, some political parties, particularly the CPDM, under the directives of the President of the Republic, Paul Biya, is teaching by example. Quietly and confidently, the party officials have been holding series of high-level consultation meetings at various levels of the party in preparation for the October 2025 presidential election. And in his traditional posture, characterized by silence and wisdom, a keen observer with a force of experience, President Paul Biya has a message for his fellow compatriots. N'ayez pas peur, do not be afraid. The people will be victorious, and the state will remain standing.